trying 3 chips. Now these are all from kind of the United Kingdom, British, kind of that spectrum. We got these at the international market. Walker's is sort of like the Frito-Lays of the area. I was actually in Scotland almost a decade back, I guess it's been a while, and the family I stayed with, they had loaded up on this type of stuff. The first flavor, Worcester, which is such a fun and daunting word to say. Even chefs get it wrong, so don't feel bad if I butchered it or you do at home. So Worcester sauce, it's sort of hard to explain if you've never had it. It's kind of like a vinegary, it's actually incredibly difficult. It's hard to really summarize. Now as a chip, that vinegar I mentioned, that's definitely there, that's prevalent. In fact, if you hadn't told me, showed me the package, I probably would have said that was a salt and vinegar chip. If you like that kind of almost a sour quality, you might like those. So, not bad, not necessarily my cup of tea. This one I'm a little bit more interested in. It's also from Walker's. You see the golden package. This is Simply Roast Chicken. It uses free-range chicken from Devon. I don't know if that's an area, maybe over there in the United Kingdom. I'm actually gonna eat a couple of these, kind of trying to overwhelm because it's still very much in my mouth, the kind of vinegary, the potency. These are not as strong of a flavor. So that one's a little bit more subtle. The chicken's there, but it's not, you know, ramming you over the head. I got one more to try, and then I'll kind of wrap it up my thoughts. Now we're on the east side of Hamilton. You see the drive-thru behind me. You see this big Peak Pepto-Bismol eyesore. I believe it's at one point maybe it was a pawn shop, maybe like a furniture store. Casablanca Clothing and Accessories. If you want your urban apparel, man, you want to pop when you go to the club tonight, you might want to swing by Casablanca. Tell them I sent you. This actually, too, while we're talking, because I always love to tie things back because I'm a nostalgic nerd. This grassy knoll here, this formerly was White Castle, and as a child, you know, some nights my parents would get that craving that, you know, I do now, and they say, hey, you know, you guys want to swing by White Castle? Usually I would drive with, I'd sit in the van with my dad, we'd swing through, grab some Whiteys, bring them back to the crib. And so this used to be a White Castle. It's now went the way of the buffalo. Last but not least, Skips! They come with a free music download, so you can get that new Billy Joel or that new #Beautiful, whatever you're really, you know, digging on, you can download. And I almost bought these when I was at the international market the other day. I happened to walk by them, and then my buddy Chris came through. I mean, we must have been on the same wavelength because he bought these. So Skips Tingly Prawn Cocktail, and the reason it really interests me is this little tag up here. They're more tasty and tinglier than ever. I don't know what that means. Are they gonna like ignite in my mouth? Very, very interested. So, also prawn cocktail. Now this is something that most of our American fan base will not know. I need to say it. When I went to Europe, their shrimp cocktail isn't like ours. It doesn't come, you know, on a dish with what we call cocktail sauce. Their prawn cocktail, it's more of a, it almost looks like a Thousand Island dressing. It's like an orange cocktail. Over there it's huge. We never have had anything like that over here. So there is a bit of a discrepancy. And I have the know-how to kind of link that. These are wafer thin. They almost melt in your mouth. It's kind of salty. The flavor's not, you know, extreme. These are very mellow, man. These are not, you know, they literally melt on your tongue. The tingliness, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's reaching. They're not bad by any means. I'm curious to see what the other guys, I have Eddie and Chris with me here today, they're gonna try them all, give you their thoughts. If I was hard pressed to pick one of the 3 that I would take home and eat, I might go with these, but the chicken chips were also pretty good. Well, I'm gonna let these guys talk on it. I'm gonna go to Casablanca and get some threads.
See that? Skips promise. No artificial colors or flavors, made with 100% sunflower oil.
That is never. That is so cool. We have to eat these. Seriously. I've had shrimp chips before. I've never had this specific brand, but I mean,
it looks like somebody
wow.
let a cracker get all wet or something.
I like that a lot. It definitely has that sort of Thousand Island dressing sort of taste to it. Like it definitely is not like American shrimp cocktail. But it's like got a creamy sort of. Oh wow!
I do not like these.
Oh, you alright?
Continue.
Oh man. Here, wash it down with the malt liquor that someone just had. It's probably a little bit still on the bottle.
Try the.
You were tempted to do it.
Well,
try
the broken glass was very. What's the term I'm looking for? It was.
God, that sky's beautiful
enticing.
today, man. We lucked out with gorgeous weather today. Why don't you try to wash it down with the Worcester sauce?
Yeah, I've actually never had Worcester sauce before.
Really? I cook with it all the time. I put it on chicken. I put it on meat.
I did not know that about you. And I've read your MySpace profile.
It does taste a little bit more like vinegar, but really.
Man, flash all the girls at home that MK tattoo, dog. Dun, dun, dun. We don't have any techno music. It's all licensed. We can't. You know. Oh, the gun show's here.
I left mine at home. Let's see.
Government can't take away these guns.
Wow, man. Look at those reps.
This is an interesting flavor. It really is hard to. Like the vinegar taste is there a little bit, but it's almost got like a mesquite almost. Like not quite, but it doesn't taste as British as I thought it would.
It doesn't taste British.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that kind of dry sense of humor.
No, Ricky Gervais, this is not.
It's a very moist sense of humor.
Yeah.
They're good though. I like it. I don't really think the taste is as strong as Brian said, but they're good. Let's see. Roast chicken. Since we're on meat-flavored snacks, let's give this a roll. I love roast chicken. Love me some rotisserie.
Can't go wrong with anything that's meat-flavored.
Wow. Okay. This tastes like chicken. I mean, I don't know what else I could have expected it to taste like, but...
Now, often when people try, like, maybe a frog leg or something, it tastes like chicken, but usually not the first reaction you get when somebody's eating a potato chip.
Okay. Not my... Oh, yeah, go for it. Not my flavor.
I've been waiting for these.
It's like Boston Market.
Tastes like chicken, but it's not a very strong chicken flavor.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of faint, but also too, I think the Worcester sauce was kind of working over my taste buds at the time. Out of the three, to kind of summarize, what is your guys' favorite?
Well, I'll tell you what. Since I like putting Worcester sauce on my chicken, I'm gonna eat the chicken and the Worcester sauce chip together.
I like that. That's ingenuity. That's the American spirit, man.
Oh, that's good. You want to try?
Yeah, definitely.
In the background, I don't know if that's an insane asylum or a...
That's really good. I think those are apartments. But
same thing.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's Hamilton, so yeah, it's same thing.
It's a toss-up between Worcester sauce and the Tingly Prawn. I'm probably gonna have to go with the Tingly Prawn Cocktail just because of the taste. I like the texture of potato chips more. These are, like you said, wafer thin. But I love the sort of Thousand Island creamy sort of taste of it. Boy here didn't really seem to care for it too much.
No.
Yeah, we're no.
To each his own, you know.
They weren't Eddie's favorite.
Oh, that's cold.